I catch it. Hunting for food, for survival, is pretty much hard, so it's much easier if you just prepare that food. But let's start from the beginning. Hey guys, as you might have heard, European Union started to recommend to its citizens to always have a 72 hours emergency package in their home every time, which includes food, water and medicine and everything that is necessary to survive a 72 hours of emergency. Now I will try to leave out the politics part of this one, which will be kind of hard, but these events makes it necessary to talk about MREs, which can be one of the options or alternatives to the food part of these emergency packages. There can be several different types of MREs, but what I have for you today here is the German MRE Type 2. This is a 24 hours MRE, and I have tested a different version, a different type of this MRE in another video. So if you are interested about that one too, I will put a link to that video in the description below. But let's check what this package contains. But before that, let's talk about some basics about this type of MRE. This is a German MRE Type 2, and the expiration date of it is February 28th, which means that it has been expired 1 month ago, but in case of MREs that doesn't really matter. I will also put a link to the description below where you can see that how long you can consume an MRE. Second important thing is that this type of MRE does not include a flameless heater. So you either bring your own, just like I did, or you have to think about how will you heat up the 2 main courses in this package. The third important thing is that this kind of package is for 24 hours. As you can see, it's a pretty wide and pretty big package. But in case of an emergency situation, when you, for example, don't know that when you can get your next supply of food, then it can be enough for 48 hours too, depending on your needs and depending on what you are doing in these 48 hours. To demonstrate how much energy this kind of package can give you, I will spend the entire day in this forest while hiking, and at the end of the day we will see that how much leftover food will I have. So let's start to check the contents of this package, because I'm already starving, I didn't have a breakfast yet. So let's check the content and have a breakfast. Okay, let's see this big boy. Oh wow, I won't starve. We have 4 kinds of isotonic drinks. A safety match, some beef jerky, 2 kinds of jam and 2 kinds of pate. This will be good for breakfast. This box includes some bread. We have 2 energy bars. We have some cookies with vanilla and some chocolate. We had some banana chips, I like that very much. And we have some Tunfish. We have 1 more chocolate and some kind of pepper cream. We have a muesli for breakfast. We have some smaller items like coffee, sugar and these kind of things. We have a dessert cream with lemon and these 2 main courses. Let's get back to these later. Let's check the breakfast first. Let's check how this bread looks like. I think this will be pretty much the same than what we had in the previous package. Let's see. Yes, these are I think 6 slices of bread. Yes, these are 6 slices. But the pates and the jams are different flavors than what we had in the previous package. Let's check them. Okay, we have 2 kind of pate. One is called Bierwurst and the other one is called Geflügel Jagdwurst, whatever that means. Let's try it out. Okay, they look very similar. Both of them are a little bit fatty, but I think that they should taste differently. Let's put them on the bread and let's taste them. Okay, they are pretty much hard, so I have cut them to pieces. So let's see how it looks like. It looks like this. Let's try. Okay, this is the Bierwurst one. It's very tasty. The bread is a bit dry, but I think the reason of that is that the long expiration date. But the pate itself makes it very tasty, and together with the bread, it makes it pretty much soft. So I think it's really good. Okay guys, here we have the other one. Let's check from a closer look. This is the Geflügel something. The texture is a little bit different. It also smells differently, so let's see. Okay, yes, the texture is different. It also tastes differently. It's not that, let's say, it's not that spicy. I think the other one tastes better, but this is also not bad. It's also good to know that these breads looks like really thin, but on the other hand they are really filling, so you can't eat that much of them, so it will last much more than you would think. Okay, it's time to taste the two jams. This one is apricose, which is apricot, so let's see. Okay, for my taste, it's a bit too sweet, but I wouldn't say that it's terrible. It still doesn't contain that much sugar than the US MREs used to have, because that one is totally full of sugar. This is still a bit too sweet, but not that bad, it's pretty much good. If you like sweet, you will like it. And here we have the other one. Let's take a closer look. The packaging says that it is Sauerkirschen, which means, I guess, sour cherry, if I'm not mistaken. So let's see how sour it is. Not at all. It's still really sweet, but it's okay. It's okay. Okay, this is what I have mentioned earlier, that this kind of MRE packages, in an emergency situation, it would last much more than 24 hours, especially if you are at home and you can't go anywhere just waiting for the help to come. It will take 2 days or even more to consume such a package, because after eating this breakfast, it will be more than enough for me to hike for 1 or 2 hours before I'm eating the next portion. So it seems to be a pretty good idea to keep such packages at home. So let me finish this one and then we will see one of the isotonic packages. Cheers! Okay, we have 4 kinds of drinks. We have orange, grapefruit, exotic fruits, I guess, and lemon. I want to try the least sweet one, so it should be most probably the lemon and the grapefruit. So let's check the grapefruit first. Cheers! Okay, it's a bit more sweeter than I thought, but it's pretty good, so it was a good choice, I guess. Okay guys, I will pack up my stuff now and I will start to go hiking. In the meantime, I will also show you how the surrounding area looks like, because I think it is wonderful. But if you are only interested about the MRE, of course I will link to timestamps in the description below. Let's go! Alright guys, first up, the weather started to be nicer, so I have changed my shirt. So let's see 2 of those snacks. This one will be an energy bar. It says apple themed, that should be apple with maybe cinnamon, we will see. And this one is a chocolate. I think it has been melted once, but hopefully it still be good. Let's check them. I'll start with the energy bar. Yes, there is dried apple in it. It's a muesli bar, really good, I like this one. Another useful advice about these big MRE boxes is that storing those big boxes in a backpack is not really practical, so it's a bit better if you have some kind of flexible storages where you can put all your food, and as you eat them during the day, your container will become smaller and smaller. I have already folded that big box and placed it into my backpack, so I will use this container from now on. And now let's check this melted chocolate. It's maybe dark chocolate, but we will see. Yes, I was right. It's not super sweet. That's what I like. It's pretty much dark chocolate. Gives you a lot of energy. I like it. Let's go and hike some more and then let's find the place for a lunch. Right guys, the castle behind me was the location of very heroic events in medieval Europe, so I just came here to pay respect to the heroes. But this video is not about this, but if you are interested a little bit about medieval European history, then I will put the history of this castle in the description box below. Enjoy! Right guys, back to the MRE because it's lunchtime. Let's choose a main course for lunch. Okay, my German lessons was a very long time ago, so I have no idea what these are. So let me just write here the meaning of them. One of them is grüne Bohnen in gebundener Sauce mit Mini-Hacksteaks. And the other one is Linseneintopf mit Cocktailwürsten. I think I will choose the second one. The packaging looks like this, and as I have mentioned, this package does not include any flameless heater, so I have brought my own. Let me show you how it works. Okay, I will have a reusable zipper bag and the heating pad. I will put the heating pad inside the bag, and then I will add the food, and then I add a little bit of water, then I have to wait for 12 minutes. Now I have to close the bag and wait. While we are waiting for my food to heat up, let's talk a little bit about these flameless heaters. If you are here because you are interested about setting up these emergency packages at home, then to heat up your food in the fastest and the easiest way is to go with the flameless heaters, because you just add some water and then you wait for 12 minutes or so and your food will be heated up. That's a really easy and very secure solution. So if you are thinking about setting up those 72 hours emergency packages for you and for your family, I just recommend you to pick some of these flameless heaters up. Okay, as you can see, it was definitely working, so we can taste it. Oh, it's very hot. Let's see. It's also worth mentioning that this type of MRE does not include a spoon, so it's recommended to bring your own. This is how it looks like. I hope you can see it. It includes some beans and some wurst. Where is the autofocus? Come on. Okay, so beans, some sausages, and some kind of sauce. Let's see. Okay, it looks like this. Looks very tasty, and it also smells good. Let's check a closer look. There is some little sausage, some vegetables, and beans. This combination might create some gas in you, so I have some doubts that your family will like you after you ate this. But let's see. Or it could be useful to scare away your enemies with your gas attack. Who knows? Cheers! Yes, it's tasty. The sauce is really good. The vegetables are soft. And I also like the little sausage. I wouldn't say that it's Michelin worthy, but in a it's the fan situation, this could be perfect. Oh, sorry, it turned out not to be beans, but this thing. So, sorry guys, there is no chemical weapons included in this food. Okay guys, this was good, and my little flexible package will be immediately smaller because of this. This wouldn't happen with that box, so it is pretty much recommended to change it. Let's go to the next location. Okay guys, let's see one more dessert for today. I'm curious of these banana chips. Let's take a closer look. Alright, it looks like this. It's dried banana. It's a little bit sweetened. Let's taste it. I like it. It's again not too sweet, that I like very much. It still kept its banana flavor and it's dry. This is a really good one. Alright guys, this trail was a little bit shorter than I thought. After around 7 hours I'm almost back at my car, and as you have seen I have barely eaten half of the package, and it was more than enough for 7 hours of light hiking. I could eat more, but it would be unnecessary, especially in an SHTF situation where your everyday life has been changed from 8 hours of working in an office to a 24 hours Mad Max adventure, and you have to spare every bit of food. In these situations, this amount of food would be more than enough. So let's continue it on another hiking day. Alright guys, day 2, and it's time to have a breakfast. Okay, wonderful. I forgot home the remaining of the bread, but I was especially curious that how it will look like after 1 week of opening it. So I will show you. Here, it has no problem after 1 week. So now that it's not here, I have to eat this Tunfish as it is. Let's see how it looks like. Okay, it says Tunfish in salad cream. Interesting. It looks like this, a little bit cat food like, but it would be useful to have some bread for it, but I will taste it like this. Here is a closer look on it. Okay, cheers. It's not bad, a little bit dry. I don't really feel this cream that is written on the package, but it's not bad, it's better than I thought. But the bread would have been useful for it, and some vegetables of course, but it still has its nutritional value and everything, so it will be good. If you are interested on the nutritional values, it can also be seen on the package. Okay, it was not bad at all, and I still have tons of different desserts left, so let's see these vanilla cookies now. The internals looks like this. These are really small vanilla biscuits. This is how one of them looks like. Okay, cheers. Vanilla flavor, pretty good, nothing special. And it's 35 grams, so it will be enough for quite some time. I will eat these, and then I will go for several hours of hiking. I like it. Alright guys, 2 hours of hiking has been passed, so it's time to eat something, and that something will be beef jerky. Okay, the package says that it is beef jerky classic. I don't know what classic means in this case, but we will find out. Those who don't know beef jerky, it's basically dried beef meat. Alright, one piece of it looks like this. As you can see, it's a piece of dried meat, which has tons of nutritional value, even though it seems to be pretty small. So let me taste it. Alright, let's see. Okay. Okay, it's hard of course, because it's really dry, but this is how it should be. So you have to chew it for a little bit long time, but it's really tasty. It has really small amount of spice on it, but there are different flavors. Different MRE packages contains different flavors of this. This one is only spicy a little bit. I like more the spicier ones, but this is also really good and contains tons of nutritional value. Cheers! These little pieces are much more filling than they look like. So I will eat this small portion, which is only 25 grams, which is not even much, but it's so filling that it will be fine for the next 2 hours of hiking. So see you at the next stop. Look what we got here. Grüne Bohnen in gebundener Sauce with mini hack steaks. I still have no idea what this is, but we will find it out. Alright, interesting. It's kind of liquid, like a soup, which is pretty much surprising. I will show it to you. As you can hopefully see, it includes some vegetables in some sauce with minced meat sausages. I have never seen such food. Here is a closer look. Sausages, sauce and some vegetables. I'm very much interested already. Alright then, cheers. Okay. The minced meat sausage is really good. I like it very much. The vegetables are soft, but the sauce is a little bit strange, maybe because of the spices. No, if I taste it without the meat, only the sauce and the vegetables, then it's really tasty. It's not bad, I have to say. Okay, the other type of German MRE that I have tasted included two kinds of, let's say, stews. Those was a bit better, but this is also pretty good, so it is perfect for a lunch. For me the portion is also enough, because it won't be beneficial to overeat myself before I'm starting to go for the next hiking session. So I think this 300 grams of portion is pretty much fine. Cheers. Right, I was pretty much satisfied with the lunch, and I also have a dessert left, so stay with me. Let's go. Alright guys, last stop, dessert time. But before we start, let's talk a little bit. This video could have been a mukbang video where I eat all this food in one day and I overeat myself by sitting in my room. But 1. It would make no sense because it would be a waste of food. And 2. It would prove nothing, because what I wanted to prove today is that this amount of food can be enough for multiple days even when you are doing physical activity. And I think I could prove my point. And I guess that this amount of food would be enough even for 72 hours in an emergency situation, when you don't know when the next food supply comes. But enough talking, let's check that dessert. Okay, it looks like this. It's a dessert cream with lemon. It says that you have to add, how much? 10 milliliters of water, and then you have to let it rest for 10 minutes. Let's try it out. By default it's a powder, of course. I wonder how much lemon does this contains. Okay, this thing is the most junk food-like thing in the whole package, so I'm curious how it will be. And it's important to know that this kind of creams always includes milk in several different forms, most probably in powder. So if you don't have a problem with milk or lactose, then it's no problem. But if you are lactose intolerant like me, then you have to carry some lactase enzyme with yourself if you want to consume this dessert. Hopefully it will help. Okay, so after 10 minutes it looks much more like a pudding now. So now I can taste it. Okay, just as expected, it smells like artificial lemon. But let's taste it. Okay, just as I expected, the problem with these artificial flavors are always the same. At the beginning it tries to be sour or sour-like, but after that it just becomes a bunch of sugar, nothing else. So yes, this is junk food. And as I have mentioned, my flexible package became much smaller, so now it is much easier to transport. But in case you are interested in an MRE that is smaller, includes less food, and it's easier to transport by default, then watch this video next. And also, don't forget to follow the deer. Thank you, bye.